Welcome to day 19 of Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi Daily Exercises. So this is the exercise portion of the program. You'll also have the Tai Chi portion. To get both, make sure to click the link in the video description to sign up for all the classes for free. All right, today we're going to do an exercise called shoulder external rotation at shoulder height. All right, so 2 sessions ago we did external rotation with the arm by the side. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to bring the arm up to shoulder height. And we're going to bring the arm up like so. All right, so that's what it looks like. I'll show you from the side too. All right, so your arm, you're going to bring it, so you're going to bring the elbow up so that it's at shoulder height, and then you're going to bring the fist up so that it's perpendicular to the earth. Now you might not get that far. You might be here, and you might only get to there, and that's okay. So as always, listen to your body and just try not to force it, all right? Because you don't want to create an injury just to get stronger, because then you'll just get injured and then weaker. So we want to make sure we keep you healthy so that we can continue to progress. All right, so what we're going to do now is the other side. So once again, this is external rotation with the arm by the side. So out to the side, we're kind of doing this motion where we bring the fist out. However, we're going to bring the arm up as much as you can without any pain. So maybe it's here, and then you're going to bring the fist up that way. All right, so it might look like that, or even down here. But you want to try to keep your elbow at 90 degrees. You don't want your elbow in like that, and you don't want it straight out like that. So try to keep the elbow at 90 degrees the best you can. All right, and so that's why if you can get it to shoulder height, it's a little bit easier, because then you just point the fist straight up and you know you're doing it right. All right, so this is really good for the rotator cuff. All right, it's also good for throwing if you like to play some sports, recreational activities, or just reaching up to cabinets. So daily activities, this is going to be really helpful for you. So the stronger you can get with your arms closer to shoulder height, the better. So we'll just say you'll start off, maybe some of you, you're like, I go to here and it's just too tight, or maybe it starts to hurt, so I come down a little bit to where it doesn't hurt, and then you work there. All right. So then over time, you're like, oh, I can go a little bit higher this week, right? And then maybe the next week or month, everyone's different, so just go with what works for you. And then finally, maybe you'll get this high, and now you'll be working up here. All right, and so what you want to do though is you want to stay nice and tall, all right, and you don't want to cheat, so you don't want to be leaning. You want to try to keep the torso steady, feet shoulder width apart or hip width apart, whatever is more comfortable for you. Slightly bend the knees so that you're not locked out. You can even engage the core a little bit, but don't hold your breath. So you want to breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. All right, so that's what the motion looks like. You can also use weight. All right, I'm going to grab a dumbbell so you can see what that looks like. All right, remember, external rotation at the side is here, and then we would just go out to the side like that. But now we're going to try to bring the arm up. Oh, by the way, you don't want to be crunching up your neck, and this is called your upper trap. You want that to be soft, okay? So if you have to do this, that's not good. So just keep it up to where you don't cheat. All right, as soon as you start to feel your shoulder rising, then stop and go a little bit lower. All right, so, but if you can have your arm out to shoulder height, and then it looks like that with the weight. All right, this is just a 1-pound dumbbell. All right, you can even put your hand on your lower back for support, just to make sure you're not arching too much or coming forward. So you can monitor that, make sure your back is nice and steady, coming up. Same thing on the other side. You start off with it by your side, bring it up to where you feel like, okay, I'm right there, it's okay. Oh, a little sore there, so I'm gonna come down. Or I do this when I get that high, so I'm gonna come down and just work there. All right, once again, maybe use a mirror at first so you can see and make sure you're not in like this, because that's not really gonna work as good. You want it to be 90 degrees, but not too far out either. All right, so 90 degrees is ideal. All right, this is also good, pulling the lawnmower, right? Pulling the seatbelt up, or lots of functional things that this is gonna be good for. All right, reaching up to cabinets, I think I mentioned that. So these are all things that are gonna be very helpful for you, or this is gonna be very helpful for you for those activities. All right, so let's do it all together. I'm gonna do it without weight, because I actually feel a little workout without even any weight. So I'm going to do it without weight. All right, we're going to do one side at a time. All right, so Remember, you can always stop shy of 10, but I'm going to do 10 reps and then we'll switch sides. All right, so we'll start on this side here. All right, so start off with your arm by your side, lift it up to where you can, and then we'll begin. So breathing out for 1, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so as you notice, my arms started to get a little bit lower because I started to notice my shoulder hiking up. So I was here, but then I started to get tired, so I started to hike, and so I lowered my arm a little bit. So you might have to monitor that or watch a mirror. So this one's really good to do in front of a mirror after I show you, because it's so easy to start cheating, and then you're gonna start creating tension in your neck, so you don't want that. When in doubt, just go back to the ones doing it to the side, because that's still going to work really well. This is more of an advanced one for those that want to go to the next level. Let's do the other side. All right, so arm by the side. Remember, we're 90-degree elbow. All right, 90 degrees. All right, then lift the arm up to where you can and begin. So breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this is going to be really good for your rotator cuff, your shoulders, and it's going to teach you how to soften your neck because you're going to want to hike up. So really monitor that. That's the biggest tip for you for this exercise, is notice when you start to feel tense, lower it down. All right, just lower the arms down. And then that way you'll start to train yourself to do that with your Tai Chi as well. Because a lot of times when we reach up, we sometimes hike and then you'll be, oh no, I gotta soften. And so this is a good way to practice that along with your Tai Chi. All right, and so always start off with lightweight. You can always progress. After that, take a day off if you get sore, of course, at least with those muscle groups. Let yourself recover. Let me know how it's going in the comments or if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.